Good morning. How are you?
Welcome back, my beautiful weirdos, to another episode of Minecraft with KeenCrafting.
Who are you?
This is Chris. As always, I'll be the tour guide on this crazy train, and where we left off on the last episode, I screwed up. Yeah. So does anybody have a guess on who possesses such a rack? If you had Haley Atwell, you are a genius. Alright, now I'm going to go full screen, because part screen sucks. Okay, yeah, I did a little research. I have no idea how I did that on in the last world, but we're gonna make this incredibly simple. I do not need so many hoppers. I mean, composters. So, nice thing. When you destroy chests, nice and easy.
Nice.
We're gonna do something a little bit different. We're gonna do this, this. We're gonna do 4 composters instead of 8. Because don't need so many. I could do... Nope. So we go and I put the hoppers away. We'll save some hoppers too. No, we won't. No. And we'll do doubles. And then in here, we'll just leave a bunch of this extra garbage that I don't need. And we'll beautificate. Beautificate? I don't know the words I'm trying to think of. But we'll do something here. Almost. So we can get to the... Oh, man, that was perfect. Yep. Oh. One shy, but we get the gist. You can still open. Still open. I have my druthers I'd have removed. And I did say we would be. So, how's everybody doing today? Hope you're having a fantabulous day. Bling blong! Zorak the Magnificent, I'm sure. Do I have any? Nope. I told you. We would have one. Anything need to be slain down here? No. So we have a choice after repairing such things as this. And we have one more thing. More crap storage here. We do only have 14, however. See, now everybody can use it. Okay. Got lost there for a second. Nice. Looks pretty nice. Nice. What did we put in here the last time? What did we have smelterizing? And I was afraid I wasn't gonna have... I was afraid I wasn't gonna have enough snow to do such things. Okay. Okay. Yep. I lost my buttons. They're gone forever. There we go. And I got the button. Alright. Now we have... Okay. What we can see... Okay. I have a shovel, but it will be... Do I want to do... Yeah, I want to do... And... And...
Nope. Nope.
Nope.
Nope.
Just went up there for that reason. You might be able to see that. So, fortifying up a little bit here. Okay. And review. stairs. Oh, did I use them all?
Yeah.
I think I did.
Yes.
That looks pretty good. Except for that. Don't really need that much of a ceiling. Yep, I do there. And, oh, you know what I can do? Okay. I do need... Got Soup Thunder Bass going on. That's always good. And they still function and such things. Forgot about the floor. Always forget about the floor. Okay. I know. I just like stone bricks. What can I say? Suck it. He just said suck it. I don't know. Don't care. And... Nope. Oh, yeah. Like the compact nature and such. So we do that. And way more light than we need. Always does the job. And one last thing. I'm going to stash some of you guys in here. And you will go upstairs, and then we'll do a quick, because I'm coming back. Purple. Sugar water purple. That's the ingredients for grape drink, if you don't know what I'm saying. Sugar, water, and of course, purple. Why did he come up here? One must ask. Well.
Nope.
That's a nope.
Yes.
Boop and a boop. So we're going to harvest. Yeah, die. You must die. Any redstone? We got a chicken jockey. And no, I have not seen Minecraft movie. You know, to be honest, I wasn't really interested in it whatsoever. Some people have said it's pretty good. I'll just wait until it's available to stream. I know. So sad. Sad and memory. I know. Didn't use Farmer's Helper. So it really didn't help the farmer out whatsoever. And none of these are grown. I have literally, like I said, I think on the last episode, I've been working harder on vacation than I do at work. It's insane, because I could outline that doorway in freaking iron blocks. It's a possibility. So I have one. And they're all functioning. And they're going over here. That is incredibly loud. I guess I could put the chest in the middle and put another bank of 4. I see, it's already done. And that's all we got. And yeah, I'm wasting food. Suck it. So, like I was thinking, we can either do chop of the wood or another mining session. I don't want to do either of them, but if I had a freaking
Nope.
Oh no. Oh no, they're at St. Joe. Oh boy. So we don't need let me axe you. We need some food. We do need let me axe you. And I'll just keep the bow as backup because we're gonna chop out the wood. Need to go down there and get some XP from the grinder. So we're low on acacia. So we shall cut acacia. Because I think we're okay for dark oak, aren't we? My nose itches. So that means I'm going to smell money. So we're fine for tropical. We're low on dark also. Spruce. So spruce, dark oak, and acacia. We can do all that. We're going to do you last because we're the least interesting. You second. Do I have to make this? You have plenty of room to grow. Maybe I'll just remove those. We'll come to the crying roof. These are fun to chop down. Anybody have some plans for this weekend? Oh yeah, I was telling you about the most tedious job I think I've ever done. So, working on the house, beautificating it. I think that's a word. I don't know.
Nope.
So trying to beautify the front of the house a little bit here because it's a lot of tan vinyl siding. I did paint the trim, however, because for some reason it's got vinyl siding and the bank have their fingers too far up your rectum, to be honest, when you buy a house. Bank says, oh, you gotta paint the trim. It's fucking vinyl trim, bro. It's not chipped. Vinyl trim does not chip paint because it's not painted. It's dyed. It's inside. So, yeah, that's what he wanted. I wanted the trim painted, so I painted the trim. So it at least broke up to tan on tan on tan shit that was going on. I did olive. Favorite color. Somebody said, if you like olive, you should have joined the army. I did. Not because of that, because when I joined, olive drab were long gone. I'm not even close to being that old. We were in woodland camo. So you could definitely not look like a tree if you were in a forest. Well, that sucked. Don't go waving the jazz hands around that. So, yeah. Back to the beautification. Oh, we're getting rained on. So, it's a lot of tan going on in the house. Need some color. So, it had by the front door, on the right side, there was a bunch of these vines. Just, they were rolling, they were growing onto the sidewalk. They're just tons of them. And I had trimmed them back to the sidewalk, but overall did not like them. Wasn't a fan. So my plan was I'll just rip them out someday when I have time. And, well, I'm on vacation, so I have time now. Any more? Do I need to hit you with wood? That's what he said. So I ripped them out. And underneath, the plan was eventually to rip the vines out. And in their place, I would put some, fancy, decorative rocks. Like a little rock garden. And maybe do a couple potted plants, big ones, big pots. For some color, On the... So, getting back on topic here. So I decided, I pulled the plants out. Oh, there's rocks already there. And somebody had thought, Yep, there's a dickhead. So somebody had thought, they put plastic down. And then, for some reason, ended up with dirt and so what's going on here? Oh, yeah, there's a space down there. That was fun. So it ended up being plastic rocks. No, plastic, dirt, rocks, more dirt, more plastic. So I literally, on hands and knees, dug all the dirt, rocks, because you can't use a shovel, because once the shovel hits a rock, yeah. So that was, so I ended up hands and knees. I did get some knee pads. That was a great idea. Construction knee pads. And used a garden trowel and fork. And just 1 foot by 1 foot, section at a time. Would dig it, scoop it into a... So I'm good for oak. That's right. I do not need these sticks anymore. And don't need those slime balls. So the acacia. Okay. Now we go to the next. So I dug that section up. Tedious. It took 20 hours to fully dig it up. Then, once I got it out, I was like, what do I do with this material that I now have? So it was my idea. I bought a... I tell you, Amazon is like the new eBay. In a good way. Shit gets to you quick. And it's cheap. So I found a rock sifter. It's just a metal sieve, basically. And you just sift by hand. So, to get all the rocks out of said dirt, I sifted them. So, you haul out this material after you scrape and shovel it into a bucket. You dump that into a tub until your tub is full enough. Then when the tub is full enough, you sift. And it's just rinse and repeat for 20 hours. Thankfully, I have Sirius XM in my car, but I also got the phone app. And that's what I did. Just listen to Hair Nation. And dig and sift and repeat. For the bulk of 3 days. I know 20 hours. 2 8-hour days and a 4-hour day. So now that's all done. You know, there is burnout. So to keep things light, I also cleared out the left side of the doorway porch area. It had a volunteer tree trying to grow and dead rose bushes. Yeah, they were long dead. They just broke by hand. But you have a gigantic root ball, of course, from the tree and the rose bushes. So I tried to dig down. You know what they say. Just dig it down. And eventually you'll hit the bottom. Yeah. Screw that. I was not doing that. So, do we have anything down there? Nope. I wasn't going to do that. So, I dug down about 3 feet. And took a Sawzall. Reciprocating saw. That's a brand name. And cut it. It's not coming back. And then I used some of my rocks to fill in the hole that the root ball would have occupied. And covered the rest with some of the dirt I reclaimed. So it was a win-win. Probably gonna tick here because I accidentally broke an extra one. No tick. And so now that is nice and clear.
Nice.
And the plan being on the left side, same as the right. Rinse and repeat. It will get no rocks, however, on the left side. I did put down landscaping fabric, which that never seems to work, but they say it works. I only got 12 saplings. Seems a bit off, don't you think? Since these are 4x4. I don't have enough to do the final tree, and I've got to do 2 of them. That's strange, because usually you make a surplus on spruce. Well, I've got enough to do that one. I didn't miss any. That's for sure. Nope. Alright, DK, I need 4 saplings. Yeah, just go up and get 4. Yep. You're screwing me, guys. You're screwing me, biggies. Smalls. I don't know what I'm saying. Sometimes. So, spruce. Did get 4 stacks of wood, however. That's nice. 2, well, not even 2 from the acacia. Very strange. So, acacia, how are we doing for time? We're doing pretty good. How am I doing for time? I'm doing pretty good. And, dick fuck.
Nope.
Got him. Took 2 shots, however. Oh, and now you guys are going to start dropping dicks. I know ye of little faith. Is it because they don't have enough light? I know it seems like we got... Yeah. Get enough light down here. That's for sure. It's tall enough. That's for sure. And anything else that I can say that's for sure. And dark oak. My least favorite wood to harvest because it's these freaking chungai. The fuck is all that out over there? We got a dickhead over here. Floater. Killed them all. Nailed it. Absolutely. Dickheads. 55. Absolutely not that bad. Probably shit. Nope. I do have... a bunch of saplings there. I got some bone meal. So, oh, you can do it from ground level. Always thought you had to. All right. So that's that. And then I've got these frickin' pampas grass. Oh, God. Never been a fan of pampas grass. Cut the shit out of my hand. I didn't realize it was sharp. It wasn't really that bad. I didn't even have to glue it. This does give you quite a bit of wood, though.
That's what she said.
Does give you some of the wood. So with the pampas grass, it just grows out of control. I see you. So you have to like cut it down every summer. That's when I do it. Because it's the dying season. Kansas. We're supposedly get rain in the spring. Makes the plants get green, and then in the summer they all die. Because it stops raining. Well, they say that, but here it hasn't rained at all in at least a month. Rain's all around us, though. Yep, so everybody else is happy. Missed out on the tornadoes the other day. That was nice. But having to water your grass twice a day because it hasn't rained, it gets old. Better pick these up before they despawn. Oh, sir.
Negative. You idiot!
So we don't lose. Because dark oak are stingy. Everybody knows that. You get a lot of wood, though. I mean, you get as much as you get. What's that supposed to mean? Of course you get as much as you get. So, broke the hedge trimmers out. And cut them down to a couple feet high. I'd love to just remove them, but one project at a time. I will re-beautify that side yard in which the pampas grass is residing at another time. probably sooner than later, because my new ISP installed my fiber a couple days ago. Yeah, I think it's been a couple days. So instead of quote-unquote 1 gig Cox, I will have 2.5 gig. So just imagine how fast it'll upload a video at 2.5 gigs. Currently, my present setup, however, is woefully outgunned. My old router pegs out at a gig. So I have a switch coming that is a 10 gig switch. So I will use 4 of the 2.5s. You're not around me. You sound like you are, but you're not. So I asked a friend of mine who's a networking guru, if you have an option to have a friend who's a computer guru, have one. I suggest. Because he was like, why do you need a router? Doesn't your ISP provide a router? And I said, yeah, it's a wireless router, but it only has one 2.5 gig port. So I've got really 3 devices. I mean, the Xbox doesn't need 2.5 gig, but I'd like the server and my gaming PC to both be on 2.5. It's just, first world problem, I guess. Why does that sound so damn close? Give me an apple. There we go. You can drop apples. Yeah, from time to time. There's an apple up there. There's some sticks. Yep. Sapling. Pick these up quick, because you don't have much of a chance to. And really, I was looking at 2.5 gig routers, and they start at like tree fitty. It's a tree fitty. $350 US dollars. So switches, however, start at like $50. Get a stupid switch. I, however, ordered of course it's not going to be here for a week, even on Amazon. That was the fastest, I think the 28th, so it'll be 5 days before it gets here. That's annoying to have to wait. I know. It's horrible. That's what I don't like about dark oak. They hide. And, yep, just as long as we're not touching wood. That's what she said. Nope. that. Just to keep you on your toes, you know. Just to keep you on your toes. So, yeah, hopefully, because right now, when I do speed test, I'm getting like 985 at the PC. Wi-Fi, however, that's... I'm going to have to maybe call tech support, see what. I know I'm not going to get 2.5 gig wireless. I mean, I'm not stupid, but I should be getting a little more than 12. Not 12 gig, 12 meg. It's fine for a phone, but videos kind of buffer a lot. And that's just annoying. Yeah, especially on the weekends when boy comes over with his dual tablets. He doesn't, I mean, he just plays games. I'm sure Talking Tom does not use an incredible amount of bandwidth, but it would be nice to have extra to spare. Just saying. I may call them this afternoon before I run into town to pick up Junior. So, we have a stack? Almost. It's not bad. I think that's more than... Oh, we got a stack. I think that's more than we need because we're 4x4. If anybody gets that reference, you've had a good life. I know I've used it in the past as a reference question. No. There's a generic B thing. If you know who generic B is, you must have lived good. Jenny B and B-dubs. The B team. Generic B. B-double-O. I mean, it makes sense. We're gonna have 5 extra. There's still shit despawning. Why? Did an Enderman steal a block out of the ceiling? Negative. No dispatch. Apparently I must have... Okay. 5 stone. Better pick up those apples. Apple. Too far. Another sapling. Praise. The crying ceiling of shame. Thought I could get there. Okay. Missing roof. All that for that. But I got some blocks out of it, so that's something. Boom. Chongus. Nope. Nothing. Blop. Gargantuous. Sensuous. Are you gonna... Oh, we got some low grounders. Hate it when that happens. And some... one Highlander. Two, three, four. Yeah. Is the... You guys don't have any problem with those. I don't know. Well, we're getting close to an hour, so a little longer than I wanted to go. So I think we're going to pitch it off here. Nope. No Wachukas. Hua hua. What? Dark oak. Lots of wood. Not bad. Not bad at all. You know, you're gonna go... Any sticks? Negative. Of course we have sticks up here. Jeez. Yeah. Fancy blocks. Take ads. So we will go. Alright. And do I have empty? Okay. Oh, you know, I'm gonna take all that. Yeah. Put it where it goes. Yeah. I like that. I like the look. Purple. You know, I think about it more and more. Mojang It'd sure be nice for a charcoal block. Just saying. Just saying. Don't have to get angry now. Why would they get angry? Okay, so we've got... You know what I'm doing. I think all of this is... I don't know why I did it with 2 or 3. And that's it. Varying levels. And yeah. So, actually, you know what? Right here. We're gonna pinch it off right here. So, shit. Dang it. That's why you don't have a torch in your hand when you sign off. So, thanks a lot for watching. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye. Bleep bloop.